Welcome, Deontay.
Thank you so much.
Tell you the first thing that blows me away, man, you look like a basketball player.
For real.
You look like Kevin Durant's brother or something.
Small forward out here.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah, I'm definitely small to be a heavyweight. You know, it was amazing that I came in at 212, but my official weigh-in right before the fight, I was at 209. I was very surprised I was that low in weight, and then Fury went up to 260. I'm like, this is the true story of David and Goliath.
All right, so I'm sure you believe you won the fight. Tell us why you believe you won the
I believe I won the fight. You know, for one, that when you're coming in, you know, fighting a champion, you got to dominate the champion. You know, and I feel like I was the more aggressive fighter, and I provide the more effective punches. You know, and that count, I feel like it was too slow counted.
you think this count started late?
I think it was a lot. That count was just it was. I know for sure 9 times out of 10 judges would have waved. When I hit that guy, I seen his eyes roll all the way in the back of his head, and I've seen many times where they wave fights off. You know, I got a brother named Malik Scott. He fought Derek Chisora, and he was on his knees at 9. And when he got up at 10, they waved it off, you know. But with this situation, it felt like it was a lot of delays in the count and different things like that, you know. But it makes great talk for the rematch. You know, you got one side saying he won, you got one side saying I won, and then you got in the middle saying it was a tie. So overall, I think we both win. The fans win as well too, and I think God woke that guy up to get up for the second rematch, because I wouldn't have got no credit if I would have knocked him out. People already wrote him off and said, well, he was already, you know, 2 years or 31 months out of the sport. You know, he had to go through all this and this and that, you know, and if I would have knocked him out, then they would have said that. Being that he survived and went on, now, oh, he won and this and that. So the rematch is nothing going to be, it can't nothing be said. I think this is going to the be-all, end-all with the rematch, and I want to give it to him immediately.
Okay, now, before we get to a rematch, we still got to talk about this one. Now, his eyes may have rolled back, but it probably was like, here I go again. You knocked him out twice, so the second time he laying there like, golly. But he did jump up to me within 10 seconds, minor detail. You had a game plan. You were talking it, and you're the champ. You walked in there and saw 6'9", 260, and something changed in that game plan because it wasn't a dominant performance. I was sitting there at Jalapeno Pete's, shout out to Jalapeno Pete's, with my man Jason Whitlock, hydrating, amazed that Fury was in this fight. You knocked him down twice, but it seemed like he won most of the rounds. I'm one of the critics that thought you lost that in an even economic battlefield. But you think that you won. What changed from game plan to being in those ropes?
What changed to get? Because my game plan definitely went out the window. I abandoned the game plan for sure. I was definitely. It was a lot when I walked into the arena. It was a lot of pressure on me just to see the outcome. And you know, boxing is not the #1 sport here. You know, and it's always been the talk about the back in the days how it were, and it just feels so much pressure just to bring the excitement back to America with the heavyweight division. I remember a time when no one knew who the heavyweight champion was here. So you got me, a guy just trying to bring it back and have all this on me. It was crazy for me. So my emotion got the best of me, and I was very anxious to get him out of there. I promised people I was going to knock him out, and that was my main goal. And that whole game plan of me just coming out, staying patient, doing the thing, what I had to do, went totally out the window. I kept going back to my corner and saying, why am I not, calm down. I kept calm down. What he was doing when he was bending down, I've seen that over and over and over again in training, in fights. I've knocked guys.
So you choked?
I wouldn't say choked.
Yeah, I wouldn't say choked.
I wouldn't say choked because I still was the more aggressor, and I still landed more effective punches, being that I was a smaller guy, you know. And so it wasn't no choke. There's no choke in me at all.
Oh, that range, okay.
You know there ain't no choke in me.
8-foot range over here. You ain't out of hard play.
I'm a punching bag. I'm old and I'm a punching bag. Don't swing.
No, but in reality, I love that. Look, he was your opponent in that fight. You guys are going to have the rematch. You got to have the rematch. But he also supports you and has your back in talking about the mega fight where we're all rooting for, you and Anthony Joshua. he's been saying that he thinks that Anthony Joshua is scared to fight you. What's your response to that?
We already known that. When we offered what Joshua asked for, Joshua asked for $50 million. And we offered that to him. We showed him the funds and everything. Me and Joshua had many private conversations about this. I turned them over to my people. They showed him insight of what was going on. So it was definitely real. It wasn't a thing of was the money real or not, because they know it was real. And then to go even deeper into it, I accepted $15 million flat fee for a fight of that magnitude. So I was ready and willing any given time and to go over to his country. We spent 4 years trying to get that, 4 months trying to get that fight together. And every time we accepted something, they moved the goalposts.
Oh, yeah.
Every time. It hurts us. And when you're dealing with a grown man that have kids, and this is how I support my family along with other things, but this is my ultimate thing, this is what I love, and you playing with a man, it gets to the point where, like, y'all don't want to fight. So we move on. And what Fury said, of course, although I'm one of the smallest in the heavyweight division as a champion, but they have to respect me because my power, not only does it last in the first round, but it'll go all the way to the last second of the 12th round. And that's scary. I don't care how big you is and what your weight says. When you're fighting a guy that you know you can be knocked out by, you can be knocked out by, you take that in consideration and you stay cautious.
Well, very just quick, do you think a fight with Joshua will happen?
I think it will happen. I think it needs to happen. It should happen. And if it don't happen, it'll be a shame in the heavyweight division. And
can we get the next fight in Las Vegas? Have you ever been to a heavyweight title fight in Las Vegas? It's the greatest thing in the world.
That is one of the places where I'm considering, as well as New York as well too.
Bring it to Vegas, bro.
Vegas would be huge. Being that it's such a big controversial talk around the world. Yeah. Vegas is a perfect place to have it at. So we'll see what happens, but I'm definitely going to get him the rematch. He deserves it. To settle this score once and for all, to see who really wants. Everybody got so many opinions, and I respect everyone's opinion. I'm not mad about anyone having an opinion, whether they're close to me or whether they're not. It is what it is. It's an opinion.
Thank you, Deontay. Yeah. Really appreciate what you did this
No
week.
flat fees, though, in that Joshua fight. I ain't your agent, but we ain't doing no flat fees.
Man, come on with it.
We get some of that back end, homie.
All right, reminder that the